Sales promotions. Yes. We've already done a video on sales. This is specific to sales promotions, running a sales promotion. Why? Because in about 5 weeks or so, it's Black Friday. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a tarot reading, a 10-minute tarot reading on running a Black Friday sales promotion, or just a sales promotion. We'll see what the cards say. Today's the 15th, I'm recording this. The 18th, the glitch was, do you run sales promotions? And I did that weekly reading. I posted it a couple days ago. It's in the Tarot Said So weekly playlist. And it was about forecasting. So now I wanted to do a 10-minute tarot on running a sales promotion, and specifically to gear up for Black Friday. I did this a couple years ago, and it was very successful in the 5-digit range. So I'm definitely doing it again this year. I'm using the Fantasy Night at the Theater deck because Halloween season, it is upon us, as I have my little salt and pepper shakers here. And I am originally from Sleepy Hollow, New York, so Halloween was a big deal growing up. And this is my favorite time of year. Okay, so 10-minute tarot. Let's try to stay within 10 minutes because the last few that I've done, it was like 12 or 13 minutes. So let's get started with running a sales promotion. This is entertainment purposes only. In fact, my merch is open to interpretation. We created this merch way before the birth of the Tarot Said So readings. But I thought it would come in handy and I would wear it, and we have it for sale. So if you were to want to check the link in the description, there is a link to our merch specific for business owners. So that's fun. Hi. What do the cards want to tell us about running a Black Friday sales promotion? Especially with the economy, things are a little dicey and we got to get creative how we're going to sell products and services. The spread is the Tarot Said So spread, 8 positions in the shape of an 8. And whoa, lots popping out. So gonna just 10 of Cups at the bottom. So that's a nice sign of success and abundance. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something, but we're gonna get into it. Okay, this is for the collective. How do we feel about running a Black Friday sales promotion? Black Friday sales promotion. Okay. The first card is the Pulse, which is the current state of the business. Queen of Cups. Emotional, to get out of our comfort zone. If this is something you haven't done, this is a successful endeavor if you do it and consider doing it. If you've done it before, you know that this is what it takes to nurture this kind of campaign. Next is the Block. What is holding you back? 8 of Wands. Nothing. Nothing is holding you back. This is action, taking action. Manifest for success. Next is the Resource, your overlooked strength. 10 of Swords. So 10 is completion. Swords are thoughts, beliefs. This is looked at as, being stabbed in the back, but it's also the completion of something. And this could be where you doing this ends the fear of doing this. This could be the completion of a status quo, potentially, of not running sales campaigns. This indicates a potential beginning of a new way to drive business, a new way to create marketing campaigns for sales, for running a sales promotion. Next is the customer, and that is how the world sees you. 6 of Wands, victory. Ooh. So we have the Queen of Cups as the emotional fortitude to get out of our comfort zone. The 8 of Wands is the message of action and moving toward a new thing, a new future of sorts. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords is the completion, putting behind us, because this is the getting stabbed in the back, putting behind us what might not have been working and trying something new. And victory, 6 of Wands. Oh, wow, I love that. Okay, next is strategy, King of Wands. Okay, so Wands are showing up. Wands are planning. Wands are forecasting, which we just did a whole reading on forecasting. Please check that out, by the way. Please like and subscribe, by the way. Please comment. YouTube is going through something and much harder to gain traction and discoverability. So if you could please like and subscribe and comment. They really value engagement to grow the channels, and especially for smaller channels, that would be so awesome. And thank you so much. As I hold up the King of Wands, the master of planning. It takes plans. It takes planning to do a sales promotion, which is why I wanted to do it now, so that there's 5 weeks to start planning it. The master of planning. Wow. The 6 of Wands is victory. 8 of Wands, King of Wands. I mean, so far I'm absolutely loving this. Next is the risk. What needs to be shaken up? What do we need to release? 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, this is the ROI card, return on investment. This is reap what you sow, which is even more exciting because we have the 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands and the King of Wands and this Queen of Cups and the 10 of Swords, saying something is, you're finishing up something that is going to allow space for this to happen. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, next is the next. The next is the next chapter, which is short term, and legacy, which is long term. So 2 of Cups. Partnership. This is having an agreement with somebody who can help you put this together. Maybe you have someone who is adept at marketing. Maybe you have somebody who understands how to create these campaigns and position yourself for something like this. I love that. Wow. And then the legacy is the Hierophant. If you haven't done this before, this is the time to learn. If you've been doing it, what can you tweak? Especially with the readings we've already done on metrics and forecasting. What can you look at? What analytics can you review to evaluate how you can make this even better? So there's one major arcana, but I guess I couldn't ask for a better one in this case, because this is about institutions and wisdom and learning. I don't even know, there's nothing to say. We just let this speak for itself, and also because I don't even know if I'm at 10 minutes yet. But I want to thank you for joining me. Please let me know in the comments if you run sales promotions, if you've done a Black Friday before, if you've had success with a Black Friday sales promotion, or if you've had success with any sales promotion, depending on the business, and especially the seasonality of how sales promotions can be successful in the marketing of it. Let me know. Would love to hear from you, and would love to hear if there are any other topics that you would like to have a reading on. And with that, I want to thank you, and we'll see you next time, because the tarot said so.